My grandma always told me there was a lid for every jar. Of course, I was sure mine had got lost in the dishwasher. With you graduating from Ball State, I realized my grandma's favorite phrase was more than words. I still remember calling to tell my grandma I thought I had found my missing lid. Ironically, I might have been the lost lid and should have been searching for a ball jar.
I'm gonna give you all my love. Wildflower, give you every minute of every hour. Dancing the wind, you leave it whispering. I'm gonna give you all my love. Wildflower.
I got to see Ashley's heart on our very first trip when she told me that she prays every day for her future husband. I was in awe of her faith. On one of our most recent trips was when Caleb entered the narrative. We were in line for a ride at Disneyland when she shows me a picture of a guy in an Eeyore onesie and asks what I thought. Just a slight pause, and I said, just give it a shot.
So last summer, I remember talking to Caleb, and he tells me, he's like, I met this girl, it's getting pretty serious. I'm like, that doesn't really sound like Caleb. So, about a year ago this time, and when we're talking, he's like, bro, I think she's the one. I'm like, that really doesn't sound like Caleb. It was so encouraging, and I was like, all right, she must be pretty special. It's just been so cool to see these two people come together in a crazy past year and a half in our world, and that they found the lid for their jars.
It wasn't long after when I heard her talking about you that I realized, Caleb, you're the one that she's been praying for every day all these years.
Dear friends, we are gathered here today in the sight of God and before this assembly to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony. Marriage is an honorable estate, instituted by God and blessed by Christ. Marriage was ordained because men and women were meant to be the complement of one another.
To my soon-to-be husband, you are truly the man I prayed for and more. While some days I wondered if my season of waiting would ever end, I knew God's timing was never late. Initially, my prayers were focused on our paths crossing, but as time passed, it transitioned into me asking Him to be with you throughout your day, as well as preparing me to be your future wife.
Ashley, when looking back and taking a moment to reflect, I can't help but to think how crazy it is to know how far we've come in such a short period of time. To me, that just reinforces how perfect we are for each other. As cliche as it may sound, the saying, when you know, is the most accurate way of describing how I've felt about you since day one.
With us both recently losing a grandparent and the pandemic beginning to shut everything down, it didn't seem like an ideal time for my season of waiting to come to an end. However, looking back, it couldn't have been more perfect timing. I was so excited after our first phone call. I couldn't wait to meet you, and as I expected, you stole my heart after our first date.
The COVID epidemic has ruined so many things and has created nothing but negatives in this world. Well, everything negative except one thing. It allowed us to spend quality time with one another at an accelerated rate. Look beautiful. Oh, wow. That's beautiful.
I promise to love you for better or worse for all of my days. My hope is that we continue to choose each other every day and always put God first in our marriage.
There's another way. This is where Jesus performed his first miracle. Mary, his mother, came to him because they ran out of wine. Jesus turned and replied, says, woman, what will it have to do with thee? It's got nothing to do with them. She turned and she looked at the servants and said, whatever he tells you to do, do it. So my prayer to you guys is, in your life, in your walk, whatever Jesus tells you to do it.
Ashley Dawn Halterman, I am completely and entirely in love with you. You are my whole world. Love always, Caleb.
I love you very much and can't wait to become your wife. Love, Ashley.
With these vows you have spoken to each other and before God and man, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Caleb, you may kiss your bride. I would like to introduce to you for the first time Mr. and Mrs. Caleb Whitmer.
Things are better when you're with me. I feel right when you're around. Yeah. And when we're together, I hear music. You got me singing, sing it out. Yeah. And it goes like, ooh la la. I like the way you move. I like the things you do. I like it when I'm with you. Yeah. Ooh la la. You got me feeling